Okay, so my name is Tyree and I am a person with a disability, and that disability in specific is quadriplegia. And what that is it's an injury to the spinal cord and the cervical region. My injury is C4, which is my cervical level 4 vertebrae in that area was injured. And so I am considered quadriplegic, which means paralysis in 4 limbs. Essentially. And sometimes it makes it difficult to use your hands. Fine motor skills out the window. From a lot of individuals, quadriplegia, spinal cord injury, they have no movement below the level of injury. So if you were injured in your neck, that means most likely maybe from your collarbone down, there's no movement or sensation, feeling, or anything, much of anything. And if you have an incomplete injury like me, then you have some function, some level of sensation, which means you can feel and touch if someone touches you. Or for me, I say the most challenging thing is finding materials or things that we use in everyday life to make life just a little bit more simple. Let's be honest, most of the time the person that's thinking about accessibility is the person with the disability. And this is no fault to anyone without a disability, it is just the reality. I know before my injury, I can't tell you I thought anything about accessibility, and knowing I had a brother who's paraplegic. He's been paraplegic my whole life. And I, not once thought, what does he need? I just gotta be honest. And so sometimes you need a bit of help, even just to know what it is that you need for yourself, whether that's going to occupational therapy or physical therapy, or just some things that you see on the internet. I know there's a YouTuber, I think her name is Steph, and she really helped me to come out of this rut of, I can't really use my hands, I can't really walk like I used to, so there's nothing really out there for me. But that's not really the case. She showed me that you can be beautiful, you can be in a wheelchair, and you can have fun. And that's what she did. And I watched every single one of her videos when I would do my stretches, when I was had to do like some bed stretches, because I was just getting really, really tight. My muscles were really tight. And while I was there in bed, I was just watching her YouTube videos, just being so encouraged, so uplifted. I'm just like, I gotta get on this. She motivated me so much just by her living her life the way she knows how. But I just wanna hope that I can be that person for someone, and just kind of share just maybe 5 or 6 tips or things that I find to be helpful for me. And this one is very lady-centered. So if you are not a lady, this may not be something you want to know, but maybe you have a lady in your life, or a daughter, or a friend that you really care about, and these may be some things that can help her. So the first one I have, is cakes. I think it's a bit of a price, but at the same time, it's not, because I use it all the time. This is the one I purchased, a new one, because there are different sizes and the different ways you can wear them or use them. You can use them under an existing bra when you don't want your tatas to be showing. Just gotta be honest, the things that happens. And then I noticed also bras for quadriplegics are very difficult to get on. They're just, like I said, because you don't have that much hand function, sometimes you may just opt like, I can't, I'm not wearing a bra. But if you got some, then people are gonna be looking at you. And if you want to avoid those stares, wanna be a little bit more modest, then cakes would be great for you. These are like boob covers that you can wear either, like I said, under a bra that doesn't really have much lining, or you can wear it under a shirt itself without a bra at all. But cakes, it's really recommended to wear them with a fitted shirt like this. Like I don't, yeah, you don't, okay. I think you get it. So that's that. And I have not worn these, is brand new. I just opened these. I bought these because I believe in the product. And if you are someone with quadriplegia and you struggle with putting on a bra, I recommend wearing cakes under a very form-fitted shirt. That way you can just relieve yourself of the strain of putting on an annoying bra. Which actually leads me to the second tip, is the fitted shirts, and specifically from Skims. I know this might not be the most just like financially accessible or adaptive, just I don't know. The stuff on Skims could be very expensive, but if you catch it on sale, you'll have yourself a good time. When I first shopped on Skims, I was like, this is ridiculous. Why would anyone ever buy this stuff? And when I bought it, I understood. And I kept buying and buying. Like, this shirt is from Skims, and actually I have a shirt, this shirt and the skirt I have on is from Skims. Also, they also have adaptive underclothes, so should you not be comfortable with going just free-balling out there with cakes, the brand that I have, obviously this is not sponsored because like it's like 30 of y'all who might watch this video, 15, you know, but these are just brands that I stand beside. Yeah, I like this shirt. Skin, it's so soft and so stretchy. It's so easy. If you don't have much hand function or you don't have much triceps, then get you one of these shirts. They're just just put this on in the easiest motion. Sometimes you think, oh, maybe I'll just wear a baggy shirt. Maybe sometimes you don't want to wear a baggy shirt. Maybe you want to feel a little bit more feminine. Maybe you want to show yourself off a little bit. Then you get yourself a form-fitted shirt that's because a lot of times form-fitted shirts like these are very thick and compressive is the word, and you can't really put them on easily. But this, it gives you everything you want, and still it's quite adaptive. And the reason I decided to share Skims is because they also have adaptive underclothes. I think I've already said that, but just to go back to it, that's my next tip. The next tip is purchasing like adaptive underwear. Sometimes you're gonna need it. And to be honest, let's be honest, being quadriplegic, things happen. Things happen, and it's not the most fun thing to just be like stuck in the bathroom like, this has happened to me before. And with dressing yourself, if you don't have your dressing sticks or your dressing aids to dress you back up and you can just change yourself, then you're kind of just stuck there. So I know when I am going somewhere by myself, like I'm here by myself, so I need these just in case anything happens. It hasn't happened in a really long time, and I'm proud and thank God for that I've been able to manage myself without any accidents. Y'all don't know, I'm just so grateful for that. But getting one of these, getting Skims is, other brands have it, like I think Victoria's Secret does, I don't know how to pronounce it, Aeropastel, and just like other brands on Amazon. But I noticed like for one, they're like $21, and then if you get them from Skims, you can get 3, 4, 36. So it's a lot, but it's less than the other brands are offering. And which brings me to my next. When you think of just like lady problems or just being a woman in general, you're going to have your period. It's normal. For me, we're all, most of us, I hope most of us here are adults. If not, even if you're like a teenager and you're quadriplegic and you're like, this lady seems to know some things. I use, just to be honest, tampons for my feminine hygiene. I don't like pads, like at all. I tried to use them after my injury because I thought that's the only thing I can do, because I don't have the finger function that I did for my injury. How could I ever use a tampon, because it was quite literally impossible. I tried and I failed. So for years I just was using pads and I just thought that was it. And then I was like, there has to be a way. Like, do I need to edit it or is it already there? And I was researching, and then I found Tina. This is a new one. I recommend, I purchased one and I used it. I had difficulty with it because I'll explain it in the video because I wanted to do a video specifically just for this. It's an applicator that helps you insert your tampon safely and properly. And I can say it works. I've been using it for about a half a year now, maybe longer. And I swear by it. And they had a sale, that's why I purchased this one. This one is the teen kit. I mean, it's just like $1 more for like, you can get a cute little bag with it. But also that brings me to the next tip, which is like just wearing earrings. I know it just seems like, huh, what? But like I said, sometimes you want to feel pretty and you want to just change your earrings in and out. And like I said, with a limited finger function, with limited fine motor skills, you can't really put the back piece, like especially for me, my left hand is stronger than my right arm. My right arm is very much took the most of the damage. Like even like, ooh, look at, I want you to look at this gnarly scar. Like my arm is like, people see it and they're like, whoa, what happened? I'm like, oh no, well, I was in a little thing called a car accident. But yeah, so earrings. These I got on Amazon. They're just like so pretty. I recommend getting these with, not these specifically, but hook earrings where you can just kind of like take them out. Why am I, yeah, I don't have a mirror in front of me, so like, you can take them out. Wait, let me get a good grip. Boom, and then just like place them back in. But on my last note, my last tip is for women and even for guys out there. If you are quadriplegic, newly injured, if you sustained a spinal cord injury, whether like I said, quadriplegic or paraplegic, and you feel like your life is over. There was a young man I was talking to, he was 18 years old and he was distraught. I mean, he felt like he couldn't do anything. He was like, no one's gonna like me, no girls is ever gonna wanna look at me. He's like, he basically, in one word, described himself as hideous. Even though he was the most adorable person ever, he was like, it's over for me. I can't do anything, I can't walk. All I want to do is walk and get out of this chair. My life has ended. And that is not the case. If you know within yourself, you are still yourself, even after injury, run with that. And for me, I'm depending on Jesus Christ and him giving me the strength. People ask me, how do you like have this joy about you? I'm like, you gotta depend on God. And if you don't know who God is, then you gotta find within yourself to love who you are. And you cannot wait for yourself to be, I guess, healed or whatever, or just suddenly a miracle would happen. You have to live your life and you have to continue you have to live your life. And by doing that, it's going out, letting people see you as you are, seeing you confident. People will come to you. And I've noticed that in recent years. It's like, yeah, people see you and they're like, you got something with you. I'm like, yeah, I do, I got God. But what you see? So it's like, if you are someone who, if you like ladies, if you like wearing makeup, if you did it before your injury, you can continue to do it. You don't have to stop. And that's fine, you don't have to wear makeup, like literally you don't. But don't allow your injury or how you perceive yourself to stop you from doing what it is that you really want to do. And that's look good, look fly, you know? Be yourself. And I apologize if I was too much TMI in this video, but that's what it has to be, to encourage other people in my situation. Like I said, till next time.